Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, you all. Fabulous show today, guys. It's Monday, the 23rd of November, the first show of the week, and I have a special guest here with me, my most favorite person in all of the world, Marquez, my mini-me.
Hi, guys.
He's going to be joining me on the show today. He's going to be my co-presenter today. Marquez is well into politics. Really reminds me of myself because I got into politics at 9 years old. He's 10 and he knows more. He is so much more informed about politics than a ton of people I know. I'll tell you that. So anything you want to say to welcome the guys?
Well, let me just tell you that today is going to be a very good episode. I suggest that you tune in and watch to the end of this video. You'll learn tons about politics, even if you don't know about politics, and you'll definitely enjoy it.
Brilliant. They sure will. So without further ado, guys, let's get down to today's show. Guys, as you know, our first video, those of you who have been keeping in touch, you know, Trump's been going to court. Really, this show is about showing how crazy can get. And how some people can be crazy and not even see that they're crazy until someone really close to them says something. So that's what this show is about, guys. Our first video, I'll just lay the background out for you guys. Trump invites Republicans, people in his fellow party from Michigan. Okay, he invites the state legislature people. He sends Air Force One for them, the presidential plane, 7 of them. He brings them to the White House. Do you know why he brought them to the White House?
Why?
To try and bully them into giving Michigan, which Biden won by 150-something thousand votes.
Oh my god.
So he's trying to get them to give the electoral college votes.
Yeah.
To take it from Biden and give it to himself.
Why?
But he's doing it in public, Kez.
Wait, I thought that you weren't allowed to do stuff like that. Like,
You're not allowed to. That's why I'm shocked what I'm seeing. I never knew that anybody could do something like that. He's doing it in public. Remember, he's not making secret phone calls to them saying, can you please do this and I'll do that for you. He's not doing that. He blatantly sends the presidential plane for them, invites them to the warehouse under the glare of the cameras, and you'll see what these guys said. Well, they'll see what this guy said afterwards. Should we show the video?
Yeah.
Take a look, guys.
And good evening. I'm Erin Burnett. Out front tonight, overturning the will of the people. That is what the President of the United States is trying to do, right in front of our eyes. Literally, just look. Watch your own eyes. That's a meeting today. 7 Republican lawmakers from Michigan. The president invited them to the White House, including the leader of the state Senate and the Speaker of the State House. Why did he invite them, bring them, fly them to Washington? Well, in a far-fetched and legally dubious strategy, Trump wants Republican legislature in Michigan to step in and name electors supporting him to the Electoral College. So to give those electoral votes of Michigan to him instead of to Joe Biden. That's the will of the Michigan voters, right? They chose Joe Biden by a margin of 154,000 votes. But we are learning just now that the Michigan Republicans at that meeting did not cave to Trump. Tonight, they're doing what is right. They have put out a statement that reads in part, quote, "We have not yet been made aware of any information that would change the outcome of the election in Michigan. And as legislative leaders, we will follow the law and follow the normal process regarding Michigan's electors." And then the Michigan Republican leaders continue with a clear message for Trump, quote, "Michigan's certification process should be a deliberate process free from threats and intimidation. And the candidates who win the most votes win elections and Michigan's electoral votes. These are simple truths." The power of a simple statement. Because these are simple truths, not partisan truths, truths. No adjective required.
Welcome back, guys. Obviously that video was it just really makes me laugh, you know, because his own people bailed on him. Republicans are his people. The people that voted for him, right?
Yeah.
So his own people said, no, we're not doing this.
And exposed him. But they're not the first ones, Kez. They're not the first ones. They also tried it with the Secretary of State of Georgia, another state, a red state that Biden won. Yeah? They tried to pressure him to throw away good votes that they know was Biden's votes. The guy came out to he reported them to the press. He literally grasped them up. And all of this skullduggery they're trying, the good thing is there are still some half-decent Republicans. To me, no Republicans are decent. But there are still some half-decent ones who are fighting and fighting back and saying, you heard what the statement said. The statement said, listen, the truth matters. The truth matters. We're going to do what's right. You can't bully us and you can't pressure us. What's shocking to me, Kez,
yeah,
you're too young to analyze that, but for someone like me to see that being done in public, that's the most shocking thing for everybody, I think. What do you think about that?
I just feel like you're an adult, you know, like you're a grown adult, you have to know that doing that is wrong, especially in such big matters. Like, you can't tell people or try to bribe people,
democracy
or whatever, into changing the votes for the
democracy as well.
For the president of the next president.
The next president. The wicked, the kind of shocking thing is they're trying to say, yeah, we know we lost that state, but I've got a guy on the inside and I'm going to do it blatantly and I don't care who sees it. Shocking.
And at least if you're going to do that, why are you going to be open about that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like he's brazen and he don't care. Like they lost their minds, absolutely lost their minds. Wow. Guys, we're going to go on to the next video now. You ready for the next video?
Yeah.
Right, so now some of the Republicans that have been quiet, maybe it's been 2.5 weeks or so, yeah, and a lot of these Republicans have been quiet, and that's what a lot of people are very upset about. So, but some of them are starting to come out. So here's a clip of 2 Republicans and exactly what they think of Trump's crazy legal team and Trump's crazy behavior right now. Take a look, guys.
Look, I thought the pressuring of the legislators to try to somehow, change the outcome, and quite frankly, I mean, we used to go supervise elections around the world, and we were the most respected, country with respect to elections, and now we're beginning to look like we're a banana republic. It's time for them to stop the nonsense. It just gets more bizarre every single day, and frankly, I'm embarrassed that more people in the party aren't speaking up.
What's happened here is, quite frankly, the conduct of the president's legal team has been a national embarrassment. I've been a supporter of the president's. I voted for him twice. But elections have consequences. And we cannot continue to act as if something happened here that didn't happen. The country is what has to matter the most. As much as I'm a strong Republican and I love my party, it's the country that has to come first.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video, even though it was just, to be honest, I'm running out of words to say on this whole matter. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys can read my mind right now.
The thing is, they are speaking up, don't you think? Which is a better place than where we were last week.
Yeah.
They're starting to speak up one at a time, and Trump's lawyers. The original lawyers have all left him because every time they get to court, they got no evidence to show. So they're dropping out left, right, and center. Plus the cases they've put 30 cases forward, only won 30-1, and the one they won was diabolical. It was 500 and something, 560 votes that they weren't even going to count in a state where he's leading by 150 something thousand, 500 votes. That's what they won. Right, but the state wasn't even going to count it. But the good news about that video, Kez, is that the Republicans are starting to speak up. That's what I would take from it.
Why are the Democrats speaking up as loud as
No, the Democrats have been speaking up. The Democrats are angry. It's the Republicans who've been quiet, so they've been enabling him to be doing what he's doing. But now the Republicans are turning and saying, look, enough's enough. You ain't shown any evidence. You're still going on with this stupidness. Your lawyers are leaking hair dye on camera.
For that, guys, he literally had hair dye running
down. We're going to show them that video. They're going on with some cuckoo plots, right? Which ain't acceptable. Do you know what I mean? So now they're speaking up.
And also, I found it funny that in that video they called America a banana republic, and when my dad in the summer, he was saying America's a banana republic. They don't know what to do.
Do you remember?
I remember.
I've been calling the US a banana
Oh
republic
my
since about May.
Exactly.
Long before I heard any TV pundit call them a banana republic. Only first time I started to hear it was about October times, November, on CNN. A couple of the commentators. That video you've seen is the first time I've seen a Republican call them a banana republic. They deserve to be called that. They deserve to be called that, don't you think?
Yeah.
You know?
But I feel like the reason why Republicans haven't been calling the America a banana republic is because their leader or worship.
Because the person in charge is their side, is on their side, is their leader.
But it's
that's
like,
why.
It's like some people, not all Republicans, but some Republicans just look blindly to Trump, and he's a leader, he's the best.
It's a cult.
No matter what they do, what Trump does, what Pence does, anything, right?
They still back him.
And it's like,
that's why it's become a cult.
Even with the bleach thing.
Yeah. None of them came and said anything on the bleach thing.
They were saying, "Oh, he's just joking."
Yeah. Chanex says, "Oh, he didn't mean that. He didn't mean inject it." And then you play it back to them and say, "Well, I didn't hear that bit. Well, what do you think?" Well, I don't think he meant. They're still, they're just doing everything to lie for him. Anyway, let's head on to the next video now. This is where, guys, what I want you to pay attention to, guys. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani. Pay attention to the hair dye running. This is the worst press conference I've ever seen. I watched it live and I was like, are you serious? These guys were coming with some conspiracy theories, yeah? Theories that Hugo Chavez, Venezuelan leader who died 7 years ago, has a hand to play in stealing the election. Cuba, Germany.
What?
Cuba, Germany. It's like
Wait.
they even blame their own Republicans in those states for stealing the election. That's how crazy it is. Guys, take a look at this one. I will see you on the other side.
Still, here's Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, on Thursday.
Georgia. We're about to file a major lawsuit in Georgia. That'll be filed probably tomorrow. I don't need to go through it. Virtually the same things I've told you before.
It was a bizarre news conference by the Trump campaign legal team. Giuliani, though, seemed to reveal what the real strategy is, an attempt to undermine faith in US democracy, while at the same time soothing Donald Trump's fragile ego. A senior election security official fired by the president this week tweeted this: "That press conference was the most dangerous 1 hour and 45 minutes of television in American history, and possibly the craziest. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're lucky." Okay, the Washington Post sort of nicely summed up the Trump's legal argument as put forward by Giuliani at that news conference. This is part of it. China is in on it. Cuba is in on it. Antifa and George Soros are in on it. At least two presidents of Venezuela, one dead and one living, are in on it. Big tech is in on it. A web server from Germany is involved. Argentina is in on it too, sort of. On and on it goes. And what it is this giant scam. But
welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. But the question that I have ringing in my head right now, just from watching that, the main thing is, I don't understand. Dad mentioned this earlier before we watched the video, obviously. But I'm just questioning, why would you say a dead person that died 7 years ago and associated with 2020 election? So that died in 2013, associated with right now. So you're saying that while he was dead, he was saying
he still had the hands to play.
He was saying to the Republicans, "Oh, don't vote Trump."
No, the Democrats. I mean, they were saying to them. Well, what they're saying is they rigged the machine, they stole votes and all of these type of things. But
so a dead person counted the vote and they stole it.
Yeah, and then they reckon they send votes to Germany to count. By the time the vote flies to Germany, by the time the plane arrives in Germany, they've counted half the votes. Why would they send the votes to Germany? I mean, this is so bad, yeah. I'm not even going to say. I hope you guys noticed the hair dye running down their face. And you heard the commentary of the guy talking about, if you don't know what we're talking about, you're lucky. Because it's so bad, yeah. It's like crazy for crazy's sake. But I'll tell you what came off that press conference. The lady that spoke, Sidney Powell, they've now disavowed her because she was the one that went, even though they all went left, she deviated far left on them. So the next day, yesterday now, they've sacked her from the team. Said, no, she was never a part of the team. She was practicing law on her own. But yeah, President Trump himself announced her as his team member, his legal team member. Mind you, those people you see in that press conference are his new A team. Yeah? Because his proper lawyers, the real good lawyers that first took up this fight when they thought, maybe he had a case, let's have a look. They've all left. So all that's left now is conspiracy theorists. The only people that, even without the evidence, are still happy to say, yeah, they stole the case. The rest of the lawyers who need to see evidence, they were there for about a week and all of them have gone. So take a look at this next video now, right? This is the one where they've cut out the woman, and it was the woman lawyer, her name's Sidney Powell. It was her that came out with the most ridiculous conspiracies, like, on that day. It was just terrible. Guys, take a look and we see you on the other side.
Meanwhile, President Trump's legal team is trying to cut ties with lawyer Sidney Powell after she started spreading wild conspiracy theories about the election results. CNN's Jeremy Diamond has the details.
Well, just over a week after President Trump named attorney Sidney Powell to his legal team in his effort to overturn the results of the 2020 election, the president's legal team now says that Sidney Powell is not a member of his legal team. Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis, two of the attorneys for the president's effort, saying in a statement, quote, Sidney Powell is practicing law on her own. She is not a member of the Trump legal team. She is also not a lawyer for the president in his personal capacity. Now, this notion that Sidney Powell never was a member of the legal team is absurd. Not only did the president name Sidney Powell in a tweet as he was announcing the members of his legal team, but just a few days ago, Sidney Powell appeared right alongside Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis at Republican National Committee headquarters. She has alleged that the CIA was somehow involved in rigging the election. She's alleged that the late leader of Venezuela, Hugo Chavez, was also involved. And she's even accused Republican Governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, of also rigging the election in that state. Now, as this is happening, though, the president is losing in the courts. One case after the next, more than 24 cases have been either dismissed or withdrawn.
Welcome back, guys, and we're gonna hop into the straight and final. We're gonna hop into the final video
in this series of videos.
Yeah. And I just want you to see how much of a thief Trump is. I can't explain it. You just need to watch it.
This is all a scam. So take a look.
I just got an email from Rudy Giuliani Alerts, but it's really from the Trump-Pence campaign. I'm looking at it now. Did you hear the news? Giuliani and the Trump team have reportedly uncovered mass amounts of voting irregularities. Really? That's reportedly? Reportedly is code for that's been in the media. Have you heard that? Have you heard that anybody believes that there's proof of anything? And then they ask for you to contribute to the defense fund. So the wealthiest president supposedly we've ever had in the universe needs your money, hardworking people, to fund this BS?
Welcome back, guys. So you just saw that one.
Yeah, the guy's broke as hell. He's pilfering his people. That's what all this is about. This is about sowing doubt in the system, as he's done with everything. Sown doubt in the disease, sown doubt in press, so you don't know who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. Sow doubt in truth itself. Now it's about sowing doubt in the election process in his own country, and he doesn't mind who he tears down, as long as he makes him feel better. That's the end of those series of videos. And now we're on to the final video, guys. Now you're going to see what damage he's actually doing to his own party, because this next video shows you a crowd of people, Republicans, Trump cult supporters, probably one of those gangs, you know, like what they call boys, the Proud Boys, who he told to stand by and stand back and stand by. They actually say that in this video. Do you know there was a poll the other day that said 77% of Republicans think the election's stolen? 77%. That's what one person can do.
What?
That's what one person can do.
I feel like so much of a dumb person shouldn't be in power.
He's dumb and he's mad. He's got mental health issues. But guys, take a look at this video, and this is a joy to see, because there are two elections happening in Georgia for the Senate seat, 2 Senate seats that's happening on January the 5th. The great news is, I hope they carry on doing this to themselves, because then it means that the Democrats have control of the Senate. So now the Democrats will have the presidency, the Senate, and the lower house. Take a look at this video, guys.
Governor Abrams. Arrest Biden is a traitor. Arrest Biden. Any Republican that allows this to happen is complicit, and we will finish you. Enemy. Death to tyrants. Do they think that we're just going to go away? No! Stop the steal! For any Republicans not explicitly helping Trump to stop this deal, we will make sure you are never elected ever again. If the Republican establishment stands back and stands by and allows this deal to go through, we will do whatever it takes to completely destroy the Republican Party. We the people! Nothing less but a Donald Trump victory.
Welcome, guys.
We're at the end of the show now. Right? Did you enjoy co-hosting with me?
Yeah, it's been a lovely pleasure to be on the 400s. I've been on here before, but only once before. But it's nice to be at the setup and stuff. Obviously, I like to see it at home, but it's nice just to be here and to be in the 400 video.
Tell them about your YouTube channel before we go. Tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is like a gaming YouTube channel. Nothing like news and politics. You won't really hear that much about it on my YouTube channel. It's more for kids, but if you want to subscribe, then feel free.
Spell it out for them.
It's quite long, but it's Sir. Obviously, everyone knows how to spell Sir. And then CLAPZYY. Sir Clapsy, like said. And please go ahead and subscribe. Only takes 1 second, not 1 second, but like
so
5
it's
seconds.
Sir Clapsy, CLAP
Yeah.
ZYY.
Yeah.
The first.
Yeah, Sir Clapsy.
Subscribe and watch this guy play. He's a genius at the games. Guys, thank you for watching us this evening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Look after yourselves. Peace and love to you all. There isn't headlines today because it's an extended show with my son on the show today. So I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday. Take care and all the best.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.